and it's going to work, so. Here we go. Let's have you actually kind of tilting this way, because it's just a lot better.
And am I
And
looking at you?
You'll look right at me.
All
And if I
right.
kind of dot my I's over there sometimes, don't worry. So.
All right.
And let me make sure it is going live. So that way. Okay, we are going live right now.
Right on.
So, tell me your name.
Sarah Palin, Governor of the great state of Alaska.
And what are you looking at today on Purdue for Tuesday?
This is a cool day. I mean, talk about involvement by Americans having a say in where this nation's going to go. This is an exciting day. And for Alaska, you know, I hope we register on somebody's radar screen. The candidates, though, who have called Alaskans and called me as governor to say, hey, here's what we think that we can do as president for your state, that's been so greatly appreciated. But, you know, Americans need to understand what Alaska has in terms of we have so many natural resources. We have oil and gas and renewable alternative sources of energy that we want to contribute to the rest of the U.S. that truly I hope Alaska is registering on the radar screen of these candidates.
So, you've mentioned that you've spoken on the phone with a couple of these candidates.
Yeah.
What were those conversations like?
Well, you know, my concern has been, okay, what are the assurances that we're going to have national security coming from your administration, that it's going to be a priority? An aspect of national security is energy. Less reliance on conventional sources, oil, for instance, less reliance certainly on foreign sources of energy. Alaska currently produces about 20% of the U.S. domestic supply of energy. We could be producing a heck of a lot more. We have trillions of cubic feet of reserves of natural gas. We have so much oil that we are just sitting on. Big oil companies are literally sitting on these reserves. If we tapped into the safe, secure domestic supply of clean energy, especially with natural gas, we would be reliant on foreign sources of energy coming from these countries that do not like Americans. We should not be beholden to these countries and, you know, kind of at their beck and call, on our knees, wanting to appease these foreign countries. Alaska, one of these United States, has the sources of energy. We need to have the ability, the opportunity to tap into them, produce for the rest of the U.S., make us a more secure nation.
Any candidates speak to that topic?
Yeah, you know, Romney has said all the right things about resource development in Alaska. Again, understanding our Arctic climate, our Arctic resources that we're sitting on that should be tapped into. They've said the right thing. Didn't have the opportunity to speak to all the candidates. But, you know, it's not my job to speak to all of them and then tell Americans who to vote for. That's America's job, is to figure out what these candidates are standing for and how they can best secure the nation, progress this nation. And, you know, I'll be a part of the candidates too, but that's the voters' job too.
So a lot of students ask me to ask you, Ron Paul, cult following in Alaska.
He's cool. He's a good guy. He's so independent. He's independent of, like, the party machine. And I'm like, right on, you know, that. So am I. The party machinery on both sides of the party, you know, Americans are tiring of the obsessive partisanship that gets in the way of just doing the right thing for this country.